Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. and I'm here today to bring a review for One Piece Manga chapter 1113. So I think it was pretty obvious that I can't remember what member of the Five Elders it is, but the one that got to Punk Records, and you saw the transport you saw the snail there. You know maybe somebody actually thought it was the one connected to the video, and then there was some kind of threat here. But yeah, I think it was pretty obvious that this was going to be a dummy, or just a dummy in general. So wasn't surprised by that. So yeah, didn't turn out to be the real one. He goes off in a hissy fit, and then we kind of move on. So there is basically a few things I want to talk about this chapter. I don't think this review will be too long. So the first thing really is that how we do get flashback again, not flashback, so we do go around the world again within this chapter. Now I said it previously, I think when there was the first mention about this video, that how I get it, cool, this is going to be broadcasted around the world. Do we really need to see around the world? So we saw around the world previously, and now we get an extension of that up within this chapter as well, seeing different places. I don't think any place was repeated, which is a good thing, but like I said previously, not either condense it. It wasn't as bad as last time from my memories, remembering, but I feel like because we only get one chapter a week, I feel like spending too much time on this and showing us around the world is potentially a waste of panels and sometimes pages. So yeah, it wasn't this bad within this chapter, but no, honestly, I feel like, especially within this chapter, we could have spent more time going around the world and more time on action that was within this chapter. For example, Sanji versus Mr. Horseman, as I call him. So obviously within this chapter, Bonnie cries out for help. Sanji, being the gentleman that he is, he hears it, he acts up. No, he doesn't act up, so he acts out and ends up kicking this elder right in the chin. Head goes up, there is blood, so it's like, oh my gosh, yes. But what does it mean? What does it mean? Basically, what I'm getting at here is that from this one kick, people, even me myself, will start gauging power levels, how far is Sanji from a 5L, the kind of thing. And because we only get that one kick, and then after the one kick, essentially Sanji's grabbed and he's like, whoa, get off me, kind of thing. There's really no way to gauge, but people will try to use the little that you got to kind of gauge it. But it was kind of, I don't know. I don't want to say it was impressive. Sanji gets another whatever. But Sanji was able to damage it because yes, there was blood. But again, like I said, what does it really mean? So if we could have had less time going around the world and more time on the action, this one in particular, maybe we'd be able to have more of an understanding of the gap between the two. But regardless of that, even if we didn't have the understanding, it would have made out for more interesting chapter to see Sanji fight one of the Five Elders, 100%. So another thing to happen within this chapter, which I liked, was the whole fact that we had Nami, Chopper, Usopp, and Brook. Yeah, have them guys spring attached to protect Nico Robin from one of the Five Elders. I think this wasn't Saturn, but yeah, and again, it just made you think. Even though I would never expect even them as a collective to beat one of the Five Elders, it just gets you in that kind of thinking mode automatically. They was able to block. Would that be counted as an attack? Because from each tentacle, I believe is blocking each tentacle from a 5 elder, so which is impressive for these guys. Obviously, come on, we can trio plus book. So yeah, of course you would see that as an impressive feat. But again, it would have been nice to see more action on that side of things rather than spend time in Usopp's, maybe not Usopp's, I say, but on the around the world stuff. I think that would have been a better play there. Again, didn't expect them, wouldn't be expecting them to win the fight, but it would be nice to spend more time there. The last thing I'm going to talk about very briefly though is the bombshell at the end of the chapter, finding out that the world as we know it, as Vegapunk says, is going to sink into the sea. What does that even what does that even mean? Does that mean that there will be no land whatsoever? Would there be limited land? And it just raises a whole bunch of other questions. Is there anything we can do to prevent it? Does this have ties within the One Piece? Does this have ties within the All Blue for maybe? That bombshell was a really kind of nice way to end off this chapter. So overall, I feel like there was Sanji kicking Ronaldo, impressive. Seeing the weakling trio plus Brook, for now be able to fend off an attack from an Elder and actually protect their Nakama. Cool. One thing I never remember to mention is that I don't understand. Obviously, she freezes because she's getting PSTD kind of moment there, but I kind of feel like it was out of character for her to freeze. But then again, we only spent a little time on that, so if the next chapter, Nami's like, for example, Robin snap out of it, and then she's good to go. Okay, cool. I forget what I'm saying right now, but I just thought that was kind of off for her to freeze. But yeah, I feel that this chapter deserves a 4-star rating, and like always, mostly for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please go to my YouTube channel, but most importantly, take care, have a nice day.